supposed to start a daycare here, and she run off with the money. He said, but what I want you to do, he said, I want you to utilize this for the community. We're in Ward 2. And in Ward 2, Ms. Mary Folks, you hear me, I'm going to get up and say something to you. No, that was one of the biggest crime areas for our young people in gang and violence. So I started going to the meetings and all of that to get involved to try to reach the children. You know, we got to go out there and get them. They ain't coming to us. Jesus went out among the people. And so we started Echo Development Center, my son, my daughter, and ourselves, because the church has given us that little space. We started out with 2 kids. We got discouraged. The first enrichment summer program, we had 2 children that came for the lunch program. And my daughter said, well, 2 kids, I said, we can't give up. The next day, ain't but 1 come. The day after that, my son said, I'm going to play some ball and we're going to put the basketball hooping outside. And we ended up with 30 children total for Echo Development. God has allowed us to provide. But I wanted to talk about quickly because I don't want to keep y'all long. I know y'all ready to eat and all that. But in 2021, 2020, our boots hit the ground. You know, when COVID came in. And so we had incurred so many seniors and individuals who were sheltered in place and couldn't get out. So what we did was, we started going to the building, taking food, taking essentials, and we ended up with 4 senior buildings. God blessed us. A lady down the street, y'all might know Elizabeth Lockhart, helped me to put together all of my paperwork. God sent her to us. He helped us to get involved with the community. And so, at that point, we were running out here to Chicago every Monday and Tuesday. Look, people had heard we had sandwiches, Panera bread, we had food boxes. We were giving out essentials. Me and Miss Deborah and Bernard and our crew every Monday and Tuesday would come to Chicago. We had started going over to Pastor Rashana. We had started going over to Above and Beyond. We were taking food, taking sandwiches, doing tablets, the free tablets. And a lady walked up to me. Now, she was supposed to be here today, but I know she's busy. Dr. Sherelle. She walked up to me one day. I was sitting at the table doing some tablets. And she said, my name is Dr. Sherelle. You Miss Doctrine? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I heard a lot about you. She said, you come all the way over from Aurora every Monday and Tuesday, pass out food. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I want to meet with you. She said, and I also heard that you don't even need no funding over there. I said, no, ma'am. She said, how y'all feeding them people? I said, out of our kitchen, we cooking pots and beans and greens, cornbread, and all that. And she said, I want to meet with you. And that was December of 2021. And March of 2022, Rush University made us the first regional leadership center in Kane County. We were the first, somebody read my phone. She made us, she said, Ms. Doctor, I'm going to work with you. She took our staff through some training. We started learning how to do harm reduction. We learned about Narcan. Anybody here know about that Narcan? Yeah. Anybody know about Narcan?
All about it.
Yeah, so we became the first regional leadership center in Kane County in 2022, and then in 2024, the state followed us for 2 years. You know, people gonna watch you. They're gonna see what you're doing, see if you're faithful, see if you're obedient. We were obedient, didn't have no funding, and we were committed to the community. And when the state called me, they said, we want to have a meeting with you. Got Dr. Sherelle on the line. She recommended you. Come on. See, when God got his hand on you, people will give you a good recommendation. People will give you a good recommendation. And when they got on the line, they said, we want to make you an agency. I said, huh? She said, we want you to take advantage of this. You're already doing the services. Let's get you in there. Let's train you. Let's educate you. You got a team already. Boots are already on the ground. You're working. So we have been an agency with Illinois Department of Human Services now since 2024. And we are grateful. We've been in recovery since 2022. Got some of my people over here today. So we're excited. So as far as that is concerned, because we work out in Chicago and all of our partners, we have great partners over here. Our partner Oak Street Health is here. We partner with them in Chicago and outside of Chicago. We have Gateway. They're not here yet. I don't know if they're still coming. But we had a few partners, and it's early, a lot of people still working. But we have so many partners over here in Chicago that have been so supportive to us. Rush, CRCC, Gateway, Oak Street Health. In those areas, we outsource individuals. So we wanted to come to Chicago to see where we can fit in, where we can help. There's people on the street crying. There's people on the street dying. And we can be a pattern to lead them into the right way. Come on, somebody. There's a lot of lives been lost with this epidemic. There's a true big epidemic in our state and in our country. Our young people are dying. They need us. We can't turn them away and talk about who they are. We got to tell them who they are and whose they are. We got to go out there and reach them. So we are coming to Chicago, to the Exodus, to the west side. Come on, somebody, I was born and raised, because a lot of y'all don't know that. I'm from Chicago. So I feel at home, a lot of people say, girl, you ain't scared to go in? I said, I walk the street, baby. All right. I walk the street. I was born and raised here, and even though I've been in the world 30 years now, amen, I'm still home. I feel like I'm at home, because I still come over here. I got family, I got friends, I got partners, and God got favor on my life. He got favor on all of our lives. And God is going to definitely do some mighty things. So we are part of the coalition. We just was down in Springfield a couple weeks ago with the governor, and we're trying to make some things happen for our people, for our community. We are now a part of the Illinois Recovery Coalition. That's statewide, big thing with Rush and the state of Illinois. So we're excited about that, and we want to learn more. Some of our staff will be starting school with the College of T.R.I.P.S, and the state paid for it. That's right. Come on, somebody. We ain't got to pay no laptop, no book. We ain't got to pay no intermission, nothing. God blessed us in that area. I got my team over here today. I got, come on, y'all, stand up. I want to introduce you. If you want to get a workshop, come on in. Everybody come on in. If you want to learn about trauma, mental health, come on, Thyra. Praise your hand. All right. Team, God has equipped our team. Amen. She does a great job in mental health. We got Miss Bailey. She's our office manager. She's a peer support specialist. So she supports the individuals that come in. Maria, raise your hand. Maria does a great job. She's a recovery coach. And she's our bilingual person. Because we have a lot of people coming in. Come on, stand up, Chad. He's our new administrator. Him and Harvey will be running most of our Chicago process, our Chicago office. Mr. Donaldson, back there. Deborah is going with the bus driver. Amen. Stand up, Valerie. Jordan. Come on, Jordan. You back there cooking. See, Jordan always works, baby. Jordan don't play. Right now, Jordan is the only man with us. Our Marcus has been sick, but he'll be back, baby. I just talked to him last night. He's coming back. Jordan is always working. We got Jerome, Mr. Jerome, he's on this plate. Come on in, Mr. Jerome. So we want to thank God that he has given us faith. I got Miss Valerie, turn around, y'all. She's our advocate, one of our advocates for our seniors. Miss Valerie. We serve 4 senior buildings in Aurora. We serve youth, and we serve unsheltered. We serve individuals, unsheltered, re-entry, and we serve individuals who just don't have a hope in recovery and addiction. We have Mr. Jackson. He's our executive director for Chicago. Raise your hand. There you go. Mr. Jackson, yeah. So we got a team. God has blessed us. And I got my cousin, Mr. Doctor. Come on, raise your hand. He's going to be over here helping us secure our spot. The reason why I say that, because you know it's rough in some areas. Yeah. When we came in this morning, we found needles everywhere. And I told the baby, don't be surprised. That's what we want. Harm reduction is about clean needles. About naloxone. It's about Narcan. It's helping save people life. It's about condoms, getting people condoms, getting them the services that they need. That's right. We don't advocate for using drugs, but baby, we tell you what, if you got to use them, we're gonna help you to protect yourself. Mr. Donaldson is back there at that back table. He got some strips. If you decide you want to get high, you can take a little of your drug, and we ain't telling you to get high. Well, I'm gonna tell you how harm reduction goes. Go back there and get you some of them strips. It's a cup inside of there, it's a stick, and you put a little bit of water and a little residue of your drug in there. Put that stick in there, and it'll turn color. That means you got some fentanyl in it. Be careful. Then we got some Narcan. If anybody going to a Narcan or going to a overdose, you know how to use it. I'm going to have one of my team come up and talk about overdosing. I'll give you a testimony. About a month ago, we picked up in Aurora. We have a site. We're open 5 days a week. And we picked up, under the bridge, pick up at the library. Ms. Nita ain't here, so she's out transportation. We pick up at the shelters. So we had about 18, 20 people this day. And half of I came in because I slowed back a little bit. Because I was trying to get ready for this. I knew God would get ready for something. You know. And so I came in that day, and the bus came in. It was George's first day. Where you at, George? He was just going into training for overdosing. And he ran in there, he said, Ain't T. He said, a man in the bathroom, he done fell out. I think he's high, getting high in there. I said, hold it. This is time to work. I said, everybody, every recovery coach, get your gloves, get your mask, and get the Narcan. I said, let's go. We went in there and we saved his life. He overdosed in our family. So those are the type of things that I'm saying. We can help people change their lives. Not only that, by us being a recovery support specialist team, we can support you in any area. We're advocating for seniors. We're advocating for youth. This summer, the state of Illinois, they love us now. We're doing the work. They're allowing us to hire 10 youth, and they're going to pay them. Come on, somebody. That's it. I got 6 already. Came to check out their application yesterday. I'm waiting on you. Got 3 more spots left. We're going to train them to be mandated reporters. We're going to train them to be able to facilitate Narcan. We're going to train them to get ready for college. We're going to mentor them. We're not coming to try to take over Chicago, worry about what nobody on the street doing. But we want to save some lives. Yeah. So sometimes people get uptight, they think you get in their way. I ain't getting in nobody's way. But I want to do what God has called me to do. I want the people to come and take advantage. We do activities, we give away gift cards, we do raffle, we go on trips, we do a lot of stuff. We bring out people, we love on them. We love on them. We have about 10 people right now that we had up under the bridge last year. We sent them to rehab. Gateway ain't here because I thought someone was going to be here today. We partnered with Rose Creek, Gateway. We partnered with, Breakthrough. So last year, we sent about 5 people over to Rose Creek. You know, they have 45 days, sometimes 30, maybe we got to do a detox. But they did so well. Those gentlemen now are working, got jobs, clean, living on their own. Yes. Testimony, I seen one, he called me a few months ago. He said, Ms. Dockery, he said, my recovery is almost over when we come back to Aurora. I said, baby, ain't what I want, but I said, no, I don't come back right now. I said, I got something for you. I'm going to put you in a transitional space. I said, they're going to treat you well. They're going to train you. They're going to job train you. They're going to mentor you. And they're going to keep you there until you're really up on your feet. Yes. And about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I went to a funeral in Aurora, and I was sitting over at the repast, sitting in a chair. And somebody came behind me and grabbed me like this to kiss me on the jaw. And I turned around and said, oh my God. I didn't know who he was. I got big, strong. He said, Ms. Doctor, I want to tell you thank you. I said, no, baby, thank God. All right. Thank God. He said, Ms. Doctor, I've been clean for a year. He said, you helped me. He said, I wanted to die. He said, I had family and friends in the world, they wouldn't even help me. When I asked you to help me, he said, I was at my lowest point. He said, I was going to kill myself. He said, but you told me no. You know what you did for me? He said, you put me up in a hotel. We don't even have money for housing initiative. After I called around my daughter, Miss Shanita, I called Miss Perry. I said, hey, look, we got to put some money together. We got to get him in the hotel. We got to feed him every day. My partner said they'll be out here and get him in 4 days. I said, we need 4 days in the hotel. See, that's how we began to do the housing initiative. So right now, we have a contract with Extended Stay Naperville. We have 10 people. Come on, somebody. 10 people that's recovering in the hotel. And they are doing well. So I don't want to keep up all the time. You know, I got preaching. Got Deborah. Deborah been with me for 4 years. Deborah, she's our intake recovery person. I'll get you to Deborah. So I wanted to give everybody a chance. My daughter hitting that clock. She hitting that watch. She hitting that watch. You know, she still got to work, but she's our CEO. And I'm going to tell you how we ended up getting in Chicago. My daughter was working out here in Chicago, and we were already saying, Mom, you know, every Monday and Tuesday you go over there to Pastor Rashana, she said, you right down the street from above and beyond. She said, I just passed a lot of people. I pass out every morning. She said, go to Pulaski and take some food. And that's how we got discovered. Our CEO, she's out. She does a lot of outreach for us. And see, when she do the outreach, she can come back and tell the team. And she can tell us what the community needs. And that's how we got into Chicago.